I do not have a thing for humans. I am more attracted to dogs like German Shepherds.
It seems like every day the internet has something to show me that reduces my faith in humanity. Now usually it's a slow, gradual process, reducing my hope over time. Imagine a sculptor is the internet and I am their marble block, just chipping away at me each and every day. And well, today I guess that sculptor decided to load up that marble block and then drive his car off of a cliff. It all started when somebody shared this video with me titled "For the Haters." 16 seconds long, 124,000 views, some weird furry lizard in the thumbnail, a recipe for disaster. So I click on it, and shortly after, the quality of my life is greatly reduced, because this introduces me to the world of Hypnotist Sappho, a VR chat YouTuber who, is attracted to dogs. She talks about this in one of her videos called Coming Out About Things, and we're gonna watch some of it because it's 40 minutes long, and I value what is left of my sanity. Let's begin. Please subscribe.
Hi everyone. You all know me as Sappho, and I wanted to make a video about coming out. Coming out with anything can be very difficult, especially if it's something that society currently views with disgust or is a bit dangerous to even come out with the way that things are right now.
Why is she talking like this is something new? She keeps saying right now, like 50 years ago, people used to shack up with animals all the time. No, hopefully this will never be viewed with anything but disgust.
And it's a lot like when homosexuals were coming out in the 1960s during Stonewall and those sorts of events. And I know that 99% of my viewers, my community, you don't have anything wrong with homosexuals or gay people.
Is she genuinely trying to compare those two communities? I mean, that's a pretty disgusting thing to say. To try and group being gay or lesbian to wanting to have sex with a German Shepherd? I mean, how can you even think that those are in the same category?
You support them, you support LGBT, nothing against them. But I guarantee that many of you, even if you can't imagine it now, if you were growing up in the 1960s and were being fed all of the news and social propaganda about how gay people should stay in the closet, how it's unnatural and against nature, and all sorts of crazy shit like that, a lot of you would probably be anti-gay, anti-LGBT.
Somebody give this woman a gold medal for the mental gymnastics she is performing to try and justify this. I mean, seriously, this might be some of the worst logic I have ever heard. Is her point that society saying that you shouldn't have a romantic relationship with an animal is propaganda? If that's the case, then I think I'm okay with being brainwashed.
And that's just how it is. And I respect you all, and frankly, this sort of thing would have leaked out eventually, especially with how cancel culture is these days and other furry drama. There would be people out there that, they want to have a gotcha moment. They want to build their fame and popularity and...
Alright, so this is not meant as a dig against small YouTubers, because obviously not too long ago I was one, but at the time she released this video she had less than 1,000 subscribers. I don't think anybody was coming for you, and I doubt exposing you would have gotten anybody famous.
And I want to clear the air and say that, for the record, I am a zoophile. You did not mishear that. I am a zoophile. I do not have a thing for humans. I am more attracted to dogs like German Shepherds.
How can somebody bring themselves, without any sort of push or need to do this, go on to a public platform and admit to the world that you are attracted to German Shepherds? I mean, look, I consider myself a very accepting person. I'm open to most things, but this will literally never be okay.
If you are willing to stay and listen to my view and explanation, that is the point of this video. It is to show that there are ethical guidelines. It's not so black and white like many furries think that it is, and a full explanation as to the way that I think and the way that others think and why.
So in the description of this video, she linked some of these so-called guidelines, and I'm pretty sure I'm now on a list for going onto that website, but I thought I'd share some of them with you. Bestow upon animals the same kindness one would wish bestowed upon oneself. Consider the animal's well-being of an animal companion as important as one's own. Place the animal's will and well-being ahead of one's desire for sexual gratification. So I don't know if the person who wrote these guidelines realizes it or not, but they are basically saying that being attracted to an animal is not a good thing. That third guideline basically says that you shouldn't do what an animal doesn't want you to do. And I promise you, German Shepherds are not capable of wanting a romantic relationship with a human.
I couldn't imagine somebody doing that sort of shit to my animals. My mate.
You know, it's been years since I've last thrown up, but this video might just do it for me. That is one of the most disgusting things I have ever heard. Calling your animal your mate? This is sick.
I can't imagine who would harm another living being in those ways. And to be 100% clear, I am not like that. Most of the zoo community is also not like that and utterly despises it.
Yeah, saying that you don't abuse animals while saying you are part of a community that their entire lifestyle is dedicated to abusing animals, that doesn't really work. You cannot have a physical relationship with a dog and not be abusing it. There is literally no way around that.
People who force animals into situations they don't want, physically and through other means, are completely deplorable.
Is this some sort of joke I'm not getting? Or does this person just have absolutely zero self-awareness? Once again, if you are having a relationship with a dog, you are putting them in a situation that they don't want.
Playing with an animal that is not sexually mature is like the equivalent of pedophilia, and it's treated as such.
You know, this video is starting to make me a little bit angry. I have never heard such disgusting comparisons. I mean, I can't even make fun of this. This is just 100% out of line. How does YouTube allow this kind of stuff to stay up?
I do not support those people, and they do not deserve the same title. They're fetishists and bestialists. I do not want them to be the face of the community, and they should not be the face of the community. It's like literal Nazis considering themselves furries in the fandom.
I don't even know what to say about some of this stuff. For a person to admit that they have a physical relationship with a dog, and then try to claim the moral high ground against people who do the exact same thing, nobody should be the face of the community. The community should not exist. You are all terrible people. There are no good ones in this situation. So that's really just about all I can take of this video. I'm not even going to give it any more thought because this person is just so far gone that reason is not going to matter, so I'm not going to waste any more of my time. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and walk on over to that subscribe button and touch it. It's free. It won't cost you anything. But for now, that's all I have for you today. Bye.
Subscribe.